Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Qlip English, your cozy place to talk about real life in simple English.
And I'm Michael. Hi, Olivia. Today's topic feels pretty meaningful, right?
It really does. Today, we're talking about life goals, how to express your dreams and plans naturally in English.
A lot of learners know vocabulary about goals, but struggle to actually talk about their own dreams out loud.
Exactly. So today, it's real conversation, simple structures, and honest talk about the future.
Let's start simple. Olivia, what's one goal you have for this year?
Honestly, my biggest goal this year is to become more consistent with exercise.
That's a great goal. Mine is to finally finish a project I've been putting off for months.
We can say, my goal is to, plus whatever you want to achieve. Very simple structure.
Right. My goal is to travel more, or my goal is to save money. Endless possibilities.
Let's talk about long-term goals now, the bigger dreams people have.
Olivia, do you have any long-term goals for the next 5 years?
I do, actually. I'd love to eventually start my own small business someday.
That's exciting. My long-term goal is to become fluent in another language besides English.
We can say, in the next 5 years, I hope to, for these bigger dreams.
Or, eventually, I'd like to, works really well too.
Let's talk about career goals now. What's a career goal you're currently working toward, Olivia?
I'm focused on improving my public speaking skills. Honestly, it's been a challenge for me.
That's a valuable goal. I'm working toward taking on more leadership responsibilities at work.
I'm working toward is such a useful phrase for career goals specifically.
Definitely. Or I'm focused on works well too when describing current efforts.
Now, let's talk about personal growth goals, something a little more emotional.
Do you have any personal growth goals, Olivia? I do. I'm really trying to become more patient, especially in stressful situations.
That's honestly a beautiful goal. I'm trying to worry less about things I can't control.
I'm trying to become more works perfectly for personal growth goals like these.
It really does. These goals feel less concrete, but they matter just as much.
Let's talk about goals related to relationships and family now. Is there a goal you have related to family or relationships?
Yes, actually. I want to spend more quality time with my parents this year.
That's really meaningful. My goal is to be a better listener with my close friends.
I want to spend more time, or I want to be a better, both work beautifully here.
These goals remind us that not everything has to be about achievement. Some things are simply about connection.
Let's talk about obstacles now, because every goal comes with challenges.
What's the biggest obstacle standing between you and your goal, Olivia?
Honestly, my biggest obstacle is procrastination. I always plan things and then delay them.
I completely understand that. My biggest obstacle is simply finding enough time in the day. How did you get back on track after stopping for 2 months, Olivia?
Honestly, I just started small again, 5 minutes at a time, without pressure.
That's inspiring. I restarted my project by simply opening the file again, nothing more.
I got back on track by beautifully describes that restart moment.
It reminds us that restarting is always more powerful than never trying again.
Now, let's talk about goals connected to learning English specifically, since that's relevant to everyone here.
What's your English goal for this year, Olivia?
My goal is to feel completely comfortable speaking without preparing sentences in advance.
My goal is to understand fast native conversations without feeling lost.
My English goal is to works exactly like any other goal sentence we practiced today.
It really does, and that's honestly the whole point of today's episode.
Now, let's finish with a full, natural conversation combining everything we discussed today.
So, Olivia, what's your biggest goal this year?
Honestly, becoming more consistent with exercise. That's been my biggest obstacle for years.
I completely understand that struggle. What's motivating you this time?
Imagining how proud I'll feel in a few months. That keeps me going, honestly.
That's a great mindset. What small step are you taking this week?
Just 15 minutes daily. Nothing extreme yet. Small and manageable.
That's smart. Small steps really do add up over time.
What about you, Michael? Any goals you're currently working on?
I'm working toward finishing a project I've delayed for months, honestly.
What's stopping you from finishing it?
Mostly time, if I'm being honest, but I'm dedicating 30 minutes daily now.
That's a solid plan. I really believe you'll finish it.
Thank you. Honestly, that means a lot.
See how naturally that conversation flowed using structures we practiced throughout today's episode?
That's exactly the goal of this podcast. Real conversation, not memorized scripts.
Let me share something real. I had a student who could describe grammar rules perfectly, but felt completely lost discussing his real goals and dreams.
We practiced this exact structure: goal, obstacle, motivation, small step, using his real personal goals.
Within 2 weeks, he told me talking about his future finally felt natural instead of forced and robotic.
That's the power of connecting language practice to real personal meaning.
So here's your challenge. Think of one real goal you have and describe it out loud using today's structures.
Comment below and tell us one goal you're currently working toward, in English.
If this helped you, please like this video, subscribe to Qlip English, and join us for more real conversations.
Speaking of what's next, in our next episode, we're doing Talk About Your Dream Job in English, daily conversation podcast, building directly on today's conversation about goals.
Thank you so much for sharing this conversation with us today.
See you next time.
Bye.